morning, church. It's Pastor Bill, and this week's couch conversation is coming from my home office, Wednesday morning, February 17th. Just a couple things I wanted to update you on this week. This evening is going to be our first Ash Wednesday service. It's going to be at 6:15 at church, run for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then at 7 o'clock, for those of you who are worshiping remotely or online, we're also going to do ashes in the Circle Drive out in front of the church that Jeannie and I will do. And just some context, Ash Wednesday is the beginning of the season of Lent. And Lent is this 40-day period of preparation that the church has always marked on their calendars as the 40 days leading up to Easter. Now, mathematically, you're going to look at the calendar and think it doesn't add up to 40 days, and that's because the 40 days doesn't count Sunday. That's kind of always been part of how the early church marked this. And this season of Lent has always been marked as a season of preparation. And in the early church, often it was a time of preparation for those who wanted to formally become Christians and be baptized and welcomed into that community. And so often it was marked as a season of prayer and thoughtfulness, scripture reading, kind of leaning into spiritual disciplines. And one of the ways that the early church would often mark this is by receiving ashes to start the season. And the ashes for many years have always come from palms from Palm Sunday from the previous year that are burned down into ashes. And it's often this symbol and this reminder of kind of the humility of our origin. In Scripture, back in the book of Genesis, we're told that from dust we came and from dust we will return. And so it's this humble reminder as we enter into this season of our place in this world, our humble place in light of our incredible God. And it's an invitation and a challenge for us to begin a season for us of preparation of our hearts and our minds leading up to Easter. And so we'd like to invite you to our service this evening, 6:15 at church. We'll also be streaming it online. Two more things for this week. This Sunday, we're going to have our congregational meeting where we're going to be presenting our budget for the year, as well as giving an update on the leadership retreat that happened at the end of January and some of the major kind of goals and objectives that the board and the leadership are taking on for us as a church in this next calendar year. So the meeting will be immediately following the second service. It will also be available for you to join online via Zoom. We have ways for you to also vote for any of our motions if you're on Zoom also. So the Zoom link, if it hasn't already, will be going out to you. And again, it'll be in person also that day. And then later on Sunday, one of the pieces of feedback we've received is that many of you are missing connecting with one another. And so we're going to have a time to connect outside at 4 o'clock. We're going to meet kind of on the side and then behind the back of the church building, just to enjoy the fact that it's winter here in Michigan. There's a lot of snow. We're going to have 2 tents that are going to be set up with hot chocolate and coffee and snacks. We're going to have outside opportunities for snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, sledding, build a snowman, play in the snow, and just connect with one another. So those are just a number of things this week. I hope to see you and connect with you in a number of different ways. But have a wonderful week. Enjoy the snow, stay warm, and I hope to see many of you tonight at our Ash Wednesday service.